Hi, Tam here. Years ago, when I was a junior doctor in one particular hospital, it was my second year as a doctor, right? That year, I was voted doctor with the worst car in the hospital. And this title was given to me 2 years in a row. There's no such title actually, doctor with the worst car in the hospital. But my colleagues, my fellow doctors, basically, they did that to spite me, right? It was all good fun anyway, But how did I get there, right? So, after my internship year, I worked as a doctor in some hospital, and the car I was driving was basically a second-hand, old car, old Toyota, with the paint coming off on the one side, on the right side, So the car was gray in color. The entire gray was already fading, but especially on the right side, the two doors and the front and back, the paint was gone. It was having this whitish color. I don't know how that happened. Probably the car had the paint job before, and I don't know, maybe the sun or something, it took the paint off. But that was my situation. And the reason I'm telling you that is because, again, I want to talk about the attachment people have for material things. What was noticeable in that hospital is that all the junior doctors would buy brand new cars, or rather expensive cars actually, Because, as a junior doctor, as somebody who's starting in the profession, many doctors felt that, I'm a doctor now. I should look like a doctor. I should drive like a doctor, And to me, that was odd. What do you mean you should look like a doctor? You're a doctor. You are a doctor. That's who you are. To me, it didn't make sense. So that was the disease of the junior doctors. And all the more mature doctors with experience, doctors who had been in the business for 10 years or more, they were much more mellow, and they didn't give a shit about that actually, and would just live a much more humble life, But anyway, going back to my story, basically all the other doctors, all the other junior doctors were very unhappy about me driving the car I was driving. So people would park their cars, their BMs and Mercedes and stuff, and there was my little Toyota, with the paint coming off and stuff. And people would be very unhappy. And quite often people will just confront me and tell me, "Hey doc, what's going on, man? I mean, how can you show up to work with a car like that, man? You're letting us down. You're letting us down big time, man." I mean, I think, well, how am I letting you down? I mean, I'm providing an excellent service. I'm taking care of my patients. My skills are top notch. I've never had any complaint against me. In fact, patients are praising my services. I'm not letting down anybody. In fact, I'm improving, the views that the public has about the hospital service, right? No, but it's about the car, the way you're parking your car here. It's letting us down, man. It's a cheap car there, Yeah, it doesn't look good, man. You make us look like we're really struggling here. And this topic will come back every month, man. Every week. You'll just laugh about my car. Ah, man, is that crappy little car again. Hey, man, you still have your, they will call my car the sports car, So, it was fun, when somebody new would show up. And I remember this beautiful woman, doctor, came to work with us, and the first thing they told her was like, "Hey, have you seen Dr. Bayal's sports car?" I said, "No, he's got a sports car." "Yeah, man, he's got this amazing sports car, I'm sure it's an Italian model. It's unbelievable. It's parked outside here." I said, "Oh, well, when I go off, I'll have a look, And say, "Yeah, it's plate number, XYZ, have a look, And I would just think, come on, If you're so unhappy and so distressed about my car, then feel free to buy me a new car, I would love a Maserati, or a Lamborghini, So that was, but seriously, it was actually very sad that people are so attached to the material that they will be uncomfortable with themselves because you're driving a car that is not, in their mind, appropriate for a doctor. That was just sad, And even sadder than that is that of all the junior doctors, and by junior doctors, I mean doctors that have been in the career for 3 years or less, that's the general definition of a junior doctor, Of all the junior doctors, as I remember, I had the most comfortable house. I mean, that was just my observation. I might be wrong, but that from all the people I know, should I say, from all the friends that I had, going to each other's houses or apartments, as I remember, I had the most comfortable home. Because while these guys would spend the bulk of their little salaries as junior doctors on the cars and other useless material things, I would not give a damn about the car I was driving. In fact, I was not paying anything for the car because the car was already paid off and it was just a cheap second-hand car, and so my money, I could spend more money on my house, on my home. So I would buy beautiful things for my house, elegant pieces of furniture, I would make sure my home looks good. Nothing expensive, but just things that, were looking good, I was a junior doctor, post-internship, in a 3-bedroom house in an affluent suburb of town. And I was very comfortable, It was a pleasure going home in my crappy little car, Nice, And I think most of my colleagues could not see that. They were so caught up in the rat race and the obsession with material things that, the only thing that mattered was the car you drive, the clothes you're wearing, and stuff like that, Just the most flashy and material things that the world can see. Nobody can see your house unless you're inviting them into your house. So who cares, man? I'm not going to invest into my home. I'm going to invest into my car, my jewelry, my clothes, And that's very sad. Don't invest in useless material things. A car is the worst investment you can have. Rather invest in a home. Invest in yourself. Invest in your health. Very important. You will get money, you will lose money, You will become rich, you will become broke. You can always reverse it, But once you lose your health, it's very difficult to reverse organ failure. You know, once you get a heart attack, your life changes. So invest in your health, man. You know, spend more money in the food you choose. I mean, if you can, you know, and spend less money on the futilities of life. Cars, clothes, all useless things. You know, what defines you? What defines you? Because if you know what defines you, you know, if you are confident about who you are, you don't need any jewelry on yourself to show people your worth. Right? Whatever you have it because it means something to you. You know, there is maybe like a sentimental or emotional connection to a place you visited or to a person you know. But don't just buy it because, you know, it's expensive and you want to show the world that, you know, I've got money. No, you know. So yeah, just be careful with the material things of life, you know. It's important to be comfortable, but, you know, whatever you have it for yourself alone. Not to trying to show people that you are worth something. Because to be honest with you, you know, whatever gold or diamond or platinum you have on yourself, it means nothing to the people. I mean, to the people who are grounded. To them, it will mean nothing. If anything, it will only mean that, you know, you have a low self-esteem. But if you're confident about who you are and your capabilities, then you don't need all that, you know. So clean up your mind from all this clutter, you know. Dissociate yourself from all the useless material things that you have in your life, you know. And, I mean, you'll see your life will become better, you know. Invest in your home. Don't invest in your car, man. Yeah, it's nice to have a nice car if you can afford it. Why not? I mean, if you can afford a Lamborghini, for instance, I mean, I'm not getting paid by Lamborghini here, but for instance, if you can afford a Lamborghini or any kind of sports car, you can comfortably afford it and it's not going to break the bank for you. Why not? It's nice to have a toy like that, you know, on a Sunday, you know, you're driving it up a bit, you know. It's a good feeling, yes, of course, you know. It doesn't affect your life, you know, you've got other cars, I mean, by all means. I mean, you know, but there's no point having an expensive car and struggling to keep up, you know, with life every day, you know. Your car is expensive, but you can't afford medical cover, you know. You're living from paycheck to paycheck, you know. Because of what you're spending on your car and on your clothes and stuff like that, you now have to have severe restrictions into the food that you can afford, you know? You can't afford the gym membership, you can't afford good food, you can't afford medical care, because all this money is getting drained uselessly into your car and into your jewelry. Come on, have your priority rights, man. You know, and if you do all those things, I'm sure that your life will be better. I guarantee you that your life will be better. All right. Cheers.